Live from the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, it's showtime! And now, introducing the host of our program, wearing the black and white striped trunks. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the boxing boss himself.
6 minutes, make it French, y'all.
Welcome to the Doug Show. As far as boxers out there, we've talked a little bit about Levander, but boxers that you admire in the fight game. I mean, Breon's a real student of the fight game. I know he's watched a lot of fights, and just from your standpoint, is there any particular boxer?
Tyson, Holyfield, James Toney. They my fighters right there. I think Tyson was one of the best. James Toney, one of the best. Holyfield. I mean, other guys that I like, but they my top fighters right there.
Yeah, you could probably have tons of fighters out there that you look up to as being a true student of the game that you are. We talked a little bit about conditioning. Obviously, you said earlier that you try to stay in shape all the time. You look at fighters today; they always talk about age. This fighter. Look at like Shane Mosley. He's 37 years old, and what he did the other night was incredible. He was the underdog, but he was quote unquote the underdog and the old dog. But he handled his business. Bernard Hopkins, what he did 4 months ago, being the older guy at 43, taking care of business. You're 30. Do you feel age is as important as maybe, I don't know, wear and tear or fights? I mean, you always hear that stipulation, boxers getting up in age. Is that a detriment, or?
I don't think age really play a part. I mean, if you keep yourself together, take care of your health, I think you'll be all right. And I believe if you don't have a lot of wear and tear on your body, you know what I mean, or had a lot of rough fights, you know what I mean, I don't think it really makes a difference, because you can take a person that's 18 years old, turn pro at 18, he fight all the way till he's 30, you know what I mean, and you can take a guy that's 30 years old that turned pro while he's 30, you know what I mean, and fought until he's 31 or 32. I mean, you got that guy that's younger than him, maybe 30, he's an older fighter than the guy that just turned pro, because the guy that's 18 to 30, he has wear and tear on his body. The guy that just turned pro at 30, I mean, he's just starting. He's like fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Fresh legs and a solid chin. He hasn't been tested.
His joints don't got a lot of wear and tear to it. You know what I mean? So I think that age is just something, a myth that some people just know that you 30 or 35 years old or 40, they say you're old because of the age. I don't think it means anything.
And it's kind of proven its case. You look at what Bernard just did, and look what Shane did. And I mean, obviously those guys keep themselves in shape. As far as your fights, I've had the opportunity to see Breon fight a couple of times, and if you go to YouTube, you can check out his fights. He's a KO king. He handles his business in one round. I mean, Breon, you go out there and you're giving the people your money's worth, short and sweet, but don't you feel like, hey, you keep a guy around and do a little work, because this guy's knocking people out first round. I mean, you're kind of cheating the fans a little bit, don't you think?
Man, I ain't trying to get hurt in there.
No, I understand that.
But I don't go looking for the knockout. It's just, I mean, I'm prepared to go to rounds. It's just when I see an opening, whereas though I can punch and get it in there, I just try to punch a hole through him and get him out of there, because I don't want to get beat up, so I'd rather get him out of there. You know what I mean? If I see the shot, I take it. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. And when the Brick House comes in the ring, what music do you come to? What kind of gets you amped up?
Jadakiss, the champ is here.
No better spoken words than the champ is here.
I'll play that song because Levander Johnson, rest in peace, that was his song. And I can remember after he won the title, they had a ceremony at the Powell Center for him, and he was out there speaking, and every time, when he walked out to speak, that's what they played the champ is here. And when he came out to fight, that's what he played the champ is here. So you know, that's my partner, and you know, his legacy lives on through me. And every time I go to that ring, that's when we played. That reminds me of him.
Nothing could be spoken more true. You represent Levander on your trunks, pride of Jersey. Breon's an up-and-comer, and if you go to YouTube, you definitely can check out those masterpiece knockouts that he has out there.
If you don't see Levander on my trunks, Levander or Brickhouse, when I'm going to fight, something's wrong, because that ain't gonna never happen.
I'm gonna hold you to that. Hey, you've got an upcoming fight coming up. Can you speak on that a little bit?
Yeah, January 31st, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I fought there a couple times. You know, I mean, I'm ready to go. Today's the what, 26?
Right.
Got a few more days for the win. You know, I try to have my weight down at least 2 weeks before the fight.
Well, that's something, you know, you're out there fighting, and I know you've got some plans coming up after that. Hopefully, there'll be another quick and destruction and get the guy out of there as soon as possible.
Well, hopefully, you know, I don't get hurt in there, and you know, I come out victorious. That's what I go to do. I tell you what, do better, be in shape, because I'm in shape, because I'm going to take and do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying?
If there's one thing you could change in the sport of boxing, what would that be? If there's more than one, I can understand that, but
I don't like some of the decisions that some of the judges give sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And it just be ridiculous sometimes where a guy put all the work in and do everything he's supposed to do and clearly won the fight and then give it to the other guy. You know what I mean? I know it's a lot of politics and all, but you know, if that was the case, man, I just would think that, man, it gets better judges, man. That's all, because that happened to me one time, and I didn't like it a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was real upset because I put a lot of work in for that fight, and they just snatched it from me. Yeah,
I think when it comes down to judges, you don't want it to happen. That's probably why you try to get them out, and make sure we don't go to the cards.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you taking the time today. Is there anything else that you want to add out to our fans out there? Anything you want to comment on? I know you got a fight coming up, but we'd love to have you again on the Doug Show, talk about your next fight, and keep moving forward. But is there anything you want to add out there?
Yeah, I just want to say that keep an eye on me, because I'm coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Brickhouse, Breon Smiley, up-and-comer. Check him out on YouTube. We're looking for big and better things from him, and he's going to be fighting probably 165, 175, wherever the fight is. He's definitely going to be out there.
Maybe 162. And I want to shout out to the whole Lang City. And rest in peace to Levander Johnson and Brickhouse.
Hey, Breon, thanks for your time, man.
All right. One more thing. Big ups to all the areas where Levander grew up in. VAC, the courts, SHV 1, 2, and 3. Back Maryland, Uptown, Baccarat, Pitney Village, everything. Big ups.
All right, thanks, Breon, so much.
All right, take care, Doug. Nice talking to you.
All right.